All right, last mistake that we make, not that this is the only other mistake that we make, but it's certainly the last one we're going to talk about today, is about focusing on goals rather than intentions. Again, that might be a little bit surprising to you because we're all familiar with SMART goals. So if you're going to try to help somebody, we teach them how to set these specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, time-bound goals. And so I'm not saying that there's no place for goal setting. In fact, effective goal setting is a really valuable skill that might help people take the necessary steps to achieve a desired result in the future, right? So some time off in the distance. But here's the thing. When we're setting goals, it can cause us to miss out on the now because we're so focused on that future outcome that we really end up focusing on the doing with the expectation of some reward or acknowledgement or even happiness when we cross the finish line. I mean, think about that. We're looking out to some point in the future and then I'll feel good. Well, for people that don't already have this intrinsic connection with exercise or balanced eating or self-care, that result may be way too far off in the future to keep them the sustainable approach. So when we're focused on doing instead of being, when we're focused on what am I going to do to feel good, we lose out on the present moment, which is where joyfulness and happiness and peace and actually our ability to make change really occur anyway. So when we're focused on do, we have to maintain this sense of willpower. Well, willpower is a finite resource. It runs out. It runs out every single day. And it doesn't just run out when we're trying to sustain an exercise or balanced eating program. It runs out when we're trying to work or not scream at our children, right? We use it up all the time. So think about this. When you set a goal, let's say I'm going to lose 20 pounds, or you're going to lower your blood pressure or get off your diabetes medication, then your success is based on some external result that's way off in the future that may or may not actually happen due to all kinds of factors that might not even be within your control. And so in the meantime, there's temptations everywhere. Temptations to eat certain things or skip that exercise session. And so to stay on course, you have to muster up your willpower and fixate on the future. If you do accomplish the goal, then the satisfaction is like, wow, I did it, but it's temporary. And so your new goal becomes maintenance. And that's not really all that inspiring for most of us. So if you don't achieve your goal, you feel discouraged, you feel disappointed, you might even feel ashamed. And so you're going to quit all of those healthy eating or exercise behaviors that may have had benefits way beyond any goal like losing weight or lowering your blood pressure. And so ultimately, people will stop doing the very things that are most likely to benefit them because they're not seeing the results or the goal that they were told that they were supposed to get. And then they will only set another goal when they feel bad enough. Is that really what we're looking for when we're trying to help people sustain a healthy lifestyle? So what are we going to do instead then? Well, if our goals keep us focused on doing with the expectation of some future outcome, then what we want to do instead is set intentions that keep us focused on being in a way that's in alignment with what we value now. So intentions are not like I'm going to do X, Y, Z. It's about creating this picture of health that I can actually live in right this very moment. So I don't have to wait for the results that I want. But again, it's right here. It's available to me right here because I can create the state that I want today, right now. And so when we have our intention in mind, we have the flexibility to adapt to the ever-changing present moment. So no matter what inevitable obstacles or opportunities present themselves, our intention will guide our attitude and our actions based on this these principles, these values that we've already established for ourselves. And when we make the necessary mistakes that we're going to make as part of the change process, we don't have to have judgment because we failed to miss the mark, but we can actually make these continuous adjustments that that are based on the intrinsic reward of feeling good now.